Hello and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are rank number 9. Number 9, let's keep climbing, and hopefully we can finish in the top 7, top 6. We've been on a pretty incredible run recently with something like 5 trophies in a row. I've never been on a hot streak like this before in Limited, but hey, I am here for it, and I'm here to continue trying to keep racking up those trophies. Now, before this draft starts, I did want to say, if you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon channel. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. I want to give a special shout out to all the current patrons. I really do appreciate your support as it allows me to continue making this content. Access to the Patreon will give you access to the Discord channel, which currently is still bustling. People are still apparently not sick of OTJ yet, so lots of discussions in there. Make sure you check that out. Once again, link in the description. All right, let's head in here and figure out what we want to take. Satoru, the Infiltrator. This card is pretty sweet. It's 2 mana for a 2/3 menace creature. When Satoru or another creature enters a battlefield and no mana was cast, you draw a card. So the way that this works is with plot cards. It's very good. Repulse is also quite strong. 3 mana, return target creature to its owner's hand, draw a card. At common, Patient Naturalist is the card that really stands out. But for me, as much as I like blue, we did do the blue-black crime thing. I think I'm going to take Marauder. This actually has one of the highest win rates among all uncommons in the set. Partially because the set's slower. This is really, really good in the green-black color combination. Cards with Patient Naturalist and Desperate Bloodseeker. Being able to self-mill yourself and play a Hollow Marauder for like 4 mana is really, really nice. So I'm going to take Hollow Marauder here and pass Repulse and Satoru. It's possible that Satoru might be better on power level, but it's a gold card. And Repulse, you almost never want to start the draft with a blue card, and I think Hollow Marauder might actually just be better than Repulse as well. So I'm going to take the Hollow Marauder here and move forward and see what happens. That's not to say that we can't necessarily be blue-black, right? Because Outlaw Stitcher is in this pack, and it might be the best card in this pack, but I just think this gives us a little more flexibility in case we see some green. All right, moving into this pack, we have Essence Capture. Outlaw Stitcher is the card that really stands out to me among the uncommons. Eartha Joe is also quite nice, but obviously doesn't really go well with our first pick in the Hollow Marauder. At common, we have Phantom Interference, Desperate Bloodseeker. I like Bloodseeker more, and Explosive Derailment. It's kind of interesting. I've actually been a little bit underwhelmed by the Outlaw Stitcher. So as odd as this may seem, I'm going to take the Bloodseeker here. This one's a little bit crazy because it goes with the Hollow Marauder that we already have. And I think this is just a really, really solid common in any archetype, but I just think these cards really work well together. And it allows me to kind of push the figuring out what my second color should be a little bit later down the road. Now we have a choice between Desert Stew and Lazav. And again, it's really, really odd because Dimir could be where we want to be, but I really also like Desert Stew as a removal spell. Yeah, I'm going to take the Desert Stew. I do recognize that I'm seeing a bunch of blue-black cards, but I'm going to take the Desert Stew here and just continue holding this off for as long as I can to try to see if I can end up in green-black, only because I really like Hollow Marauder in black-green specifically, because there's a ton of recursive elements. Okay, now this pack is interesting. There's a lot of good cards. Gila Courser is nice, Mystical Tether is also nice, and then Throw from the Saddle is the best green common. So 2 premium removal spells and the Gila Courser. Of course, I'm going to take Throw from the Saddle here, just because the green-black color combination is so strong with Hollow Marauder, but I think both are very, very good. And Gila Courser, I think, is a distant third from the other 2 removal spells. Okay, and now Consuming Ashes. So I will say one thing. Black is open, right? Black probably paired with blue is kind of what might be available. But we're going to take the Consuming Ashes out of this pack and be very, very happy about it and move on. All right, and now, once again, oh my gosh, how open can black possibly be? There's a Murder and a Vault Plunderer. I actually don't know what's better. Like, this is legitimately, I don't know what's better. I don't think I'm going to take the Outlaw Stitcher once again. You know, I actually think I'm going to take my first Vault Plunderer only because I already have 3 removal spells. And when you're green-black, you need to balance removal and creatures. And while I do think Murder is very good, I also really, really like Vault Plunderer. So I'm going to take this. It's a 2-for-1. And that one feels like it might not be the most intuitive thing, but I don't mind it. I don't mind that pick. I think Vault Plunderer is a premium creature. And like I said, I already have Consuming Ashes, Desert Stew, and Throw from the Saddle. Here we have Explosive Derailment as a decent red card if we wanted to go black-red, but I could continue just keep taking the black cards here over the Derailment. Green definitely doesn't seem to be open, but I don't mind the Gigapede. But maybe the Derailment is enough better where I just have to take it. I've just not been a fan of black-red at all. So I'm going to take the Gigapede. And again, this is definitely color preferences. I'm going to say that already. These are definitely color preferences coming into play here to prevent me from going into black-red. Here, there's a Skullduggery. Suppose I can take that over the Thunder Salvo. I mean, what if we just draft mono black? Has anybody drafted mono black before? All right, so this was the pack with the Satoru. Satoru was taken. There's a Visage Bandit and a Raven of Fell Omens. I mean, if you want to play the crime committing deck, the Raven can be good, and it's still black, so let's take that here. I'll put this into a separate pile. This pack had the Outlaw Stitcher. I'll take the Essence Capture. There's also Outlaw Medic if I wanted to go maybe black-white, but white didn't seem especially open. Neither did green. I mean, it felt like blue and black were probably where we need to be, but honestly, black has been so open, we've still been able to get away with a decent kind of pile of cards, and it's almost mono black. That would make for a sweet video, right? Why shouldn't I draft mono black? What's that one card? It's like a rare black, draw 3 cards, pay 3 life. Yeah, we could do something like that. We'll see. But I totally understand if you look at this draft and go, wow, he has lost it. What on earth is he doing? Why is he not taking the better cards in another color? And this could completely just be everything being warped by kind of what I've been having success with in this format. This pack is insane. Classic 4 rare pack. Outlaws Merriment, Stoic Finks, Lost GT, and Oko the Ringleader. That's kind of ridiculous. I've never played with this Oko. I've played with the other Oko a couple of times. I have a Throw from the Saddle. I could also take Stoic Sphinx if I wanted to move into blue-black. Blue did seem a little bit more open, but Oko is really sweet. It'd be funny if I ended up blue-black after passing all those blue-black cards. Although, like I said, it's not even clear that I took worse cards. You know what? I'm going to take the Stoic Sphinx here over Oko. I just feel like I'm just probably not going to get green stuff, and let's take the Stoic Sphinx and see if we can end up in kind of a blue-black deck. We'll see. Here we have another Hollow Marauder, which I do love. If I'm not going to be green, I do need to put a higher emphasis on Desperate Bloodseeker, just because that's that'll be the way that I fill up my graveyard for Hollow Marauder. Archmage's Charm is okay only if you're like super heavy blue. Jailbreak Scheme is also an okay interactive spell. There's the Hard Bristle Bandit if you want it to be green, but even in black-green, I do prefer the Hollow Marauder, so pretty happy with the Marauder out of that pack, and we'll move on. Moving on to this pack, no blue card here. I guess kind of makes sense, just given the fact that we did pass all that blue in pack 1, so it's possible that the person that we're directly passing to is in blue. I've never played with this card, Unscrupulous Contractor. It's either that or like Bandit's Haul out of this pack. I could also take Cactarantula if I wanted to potentially still keep myself in an option into being in green. No, let's take the Contractor. Let's take the Contractor and yeah, let's just move on. I just think green feels like it's heavily drafted right now, particularly in this draft. So let us move into blue-black here and see where things go. All right, moving on here, we have Deep Muck Desperado and Jailbreak Scheme. I have a lot of interaction, and I do want to keep my creature count relatively high, and I don't mind the Desperado. So let's go ahead and take that. alternate win condition to try to mill out your opponents. Here we have Buried in the Garden as by far the best card in the pack, but there's nothing really for us. There's a Rooftop Assassin. I don't really want to play too many of those, I don't think. Tomb Trawler. I don't think I want to play that card either. There's a Stop Cold, I guess. I'll just take another Rooftop Assassin. Just to allow me to play kind of the instant speed game, but not super thrilled about it. Yeah, the person we're passing to is almost definitely in blue here because we're not seeing anything. That makes sense. But what do we take? I guess Slickshot Vault Breaker is the only option here. If we're committing a lot of crimes, it can be playable. Here, I'll take another Mourner Surprise. I really need to make sure I get a bunch of these Desperate Bloodseekers here. Dance of the Tumbleweeds is something that I do like, but like I said, going to try to avoid green here if I can. Here, I'll take This Town Ain't Big Enough. It's a pretty good interactive spell. Being able to bounce Gigapedes and Hollow Marauders also seems pretty nice. Here, we'll take another Take the Fall, a great way to commit crimes. And I mean, this is 20 cards, right? I'm not the biggest fan of Skullduggery, so we can certainly cut that. We have Desert Stew, Consuming Ashes as removal spells, and This Town Ain't Big Enough as a decent bounce effect. Seems like there's going to be enough ways to commit crimes for Raven of Fell Omens to be good. I do like Jailbreak Scheme. And I think I'm going to take it over Archmage's Charm. I just think we're going to be very heavy blue. Bandit's Hall could be pretty good here. If we splash, that's also nice. But also, if this deck is committing a lot of crime, I think it's also certainly a playable card. Don't really want to play Djinn of Fool's Fall. Play something like this. Actually, I don't even know how good the Desperado is. How much do you like Desperado? If I have like an archive trap, but I don't know why it just came to me, but the fact that this mills your opponent is a bad thing because there's so many ways to get things out of your graveyard. So I'm not sure about the Desperado. Here we have the choice between Vault Plunderer or Hollow Marauder number 3. I will take Vault Plunderer. We're in need of some 3s. And as good as Hollow Marauder is, there's only so many really expensive cards you can play. So I'm happy with 2 Hollow Marauders and 2 Vault Plunderers. Really great card to get back with Mourner Surprise. And now what do we have? Bristlebud Farmer. Oh my gosh. Green didn't seem open and now we get past that? I mean, our blue is not that good. Our blue is not that good. All right. It's a Bristlebud Farmer. What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? It's a Bristlebud Farmer. What am I supposed to do? Not play Bristlebud Farmer? All right. Let's put Throw from the Saddle back in. Okay. Got some Rooftop Assassins that can make the cut. All right. And moving on, we have this pack, which has Rattleback Apothecary as a nice 3-mana card or Laughing Jasper Flint. Laughing Jasper Flint is an absolute bomb, but our mana fixing isn't great. We could have taken cards like Dance from the Tumbleweeds. But, it's so good, though. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's, we have gone off the deep end here. Probably should have taken the Apothecary, but this is the world that we live in. I've created this world for myself. I have nobody to blame but myself. And we will continue on about our day here. No green cards out of this pack. Somebody passed me a Bristlebud Farmer and now I'm not seeing green. I'm sad. No good blue cards. There's a Soured Springs for a desert. Do we care about desert? It does just commit a crime. So I guess I'll just take it. Oh, I do have a Desert Stew. I guess I'm going to take it. But I really need to take... I need deserts that are not... I need Jund deserts. All right, here I'll take an Honest Rutstein over a Desert Stew, I believe. This card is just phenomenal, especially because we have expensive creatures that we also want to ramp into. This is a good pack, though. Honest Rutstein, Spinewoods Paladin, and Desert Stew. All right, there we go. Festering Gulch. I'm taking it over anything. I gotta, right? I mean, there's a Spinewoods Paladin in this pack. But if I want to play this Jasper Flint, I feel like I need to take this Festering Gulch. But do I have enough playables? Maybe not. All right, sorry, Spinewoods Paladin. I'm taking my Festering Gulch here. I just absolutely need it. Here I'm gonna take Desperate Bloodseeker. We're in need of 2 mana cards. So I'm gonna take Desperate Bloodseeker because it's also good with the Hollow Marauder over the Rictus Robber. And move on. That's another Ambush Gigapede. I guess I take it, but I don't think I want to play it. That's another Outlaw Stitcher. There's a... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll take back for more here, I think. We do have a lot of ways to get things back. Maybe it's just Hollow Marauder. This was actually interesting. I don't know what's better between the two. I'm going to take Hollow Marauder. Screw it. Here, I'll take Drover Grizzly. So the reason why I took Hollow Marauder is our creatures are actually not very big. We don't have that many 5/5 type creatures in our deck. And because of that, when you cast a back for more, I just don't think that I'm going to be able to fight and actually have my creature live in a lot of instances. So that's kind of why I made that decision. This Jasper Flint might have been a mistake. I'm just going to throw that out there. Our mana fixing is terrible. This deck is suspect, I'm just going to say. This is like, how many? Okay. If I were to go back on this draft, what should I have done? I don't know. There were a lot of moments here. Now, I did take a day off, so there was an entire day I didn't draft. And this is what happens when I take a day off. Unreal. I don't even... It's just, Bristlebutt Farmer's so good. You know what I mean? Like, what am I supposed to do? Do I play this Laughing Jasper Flint? Can my mana support it? I mean, I took a green-black desert just so I can make my mana better. So I think I will. Do we have enough ways to target for Raven of Fell Omens? We have... Man, I wish I took the Oko now. Would have been easier to be able to play here. Look at all these wasted blue picks. There's Raven of Fell Omens and another Ambush Gigapede. Man, that makes our deck so slow and we have no ramp. We could have taken a Hard Bristle Bandit. Oh, pack 2. I mean, oftentimes when we were given the choice, we did take a black card. So it's not that bad. Like, we still ended up with a playable. But I think we could have ended up with slightly better green playables. All right, let's take a look at this deck here. This is a deck. Really needed a Patient Naturalist to find more ways to mill ourselves. I'm glad we took these Vault Plunderers as just cheap creatures to trade with what our opponents are trying to do. We have 2 Desperate Bloodseekers and a Desert Stew as cheap things to do. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to target. Rooftop Assassin sometimes. Hollow Marauder, I suppose, also commits crimes. I'm just thinking about the Raven. It is a 2-mana random 1/2 flyer. I just don't think I should play 2 Gigapedes and 3 Hollow Marauders. And so, yeah, I guess I'll play this Raven of Fell Omens, even though I don't think it's at its best here. And let's figure out our mana. Yeah, this, I will say, oftentimes I have good reasons for why I do things. Here, honestly, I just saw the Bristlebutt Farmer, and I was just like, look at, this is one of the best rares in the set, I'm going to take it. I feel like other people have also experienced this. Let me know if you've also experienced this, where you just hard swap at the last minute just because you see a shiny rare, because that's what I did here, and I'm not proud of it, but this is the world that we live in. All right, let's 6, 6, 12, 13, 14. We can play like 2 mountains, and this gives us 8 black, 7 green. 7 green seems okay. I mean, we have a farmer, but that's it. And then I think I want to go 9 black. Yeah, so 9 black, 7 green. We don't have that many green cards. We just happen to have a double green card. So 9 black, 7 green, 2 mountains, and a Bandit's Hall for the Laughing Jasper Flint. And we're just playing all the bombs that we saw. But this draft, like if I did this again like 5 times, I don't know that I would end up with this deck that often. But we'll see where things go. I don't have... Oh, man. All right, this deck, we need to get kind of lucky. I'm just gonna say, oh, we took a lot of decent black cards though. Okay. Look at me just trying to convince myself here. Leading with the Festering Gulch, that does make it so that I can't get a counter on the Bandit's Hall. Well, no, I need to draw another land to play this anyways. So let's just keep it going like this. All right, looks like our opponent is playing a Dimir control deck here of some sort. So Bandit's Hall should be pretty good. Oh no, they're Esper. Okay, nothing from them and nothing from us. Probably gonna plot a Loan Shark here is my guess. Alright, I'll play a Rooftop Assassin. I mean, they could have a removal spell, but it is what it is. And I can play Unscrupulous. The question is, oh, well, do I just play this? I think I just play this. Now the question is, do I play it to draw a card? I think I do. It builds my graveyard for my Hollow Marauders. We are getting a little bit flooded here. Repulsing my Desperate Bloodseeker, sure. Oh no, we milled 2 Vault Plunderers. Those would have been very, very nice.
Now I must step out of the shadow.
I wonder if I should be targeting them. I don't know. Just because I have enough mana here. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and attack Jace. Path to Exile? Okay. I would love to get a land. Sure, let's get a swamp. Alright. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Alright, let's Bloodseeker ourselves. Well, hold on. Yeah, let's Bloodseeker ourselves. We hit Bristlebutt Farmer. It's okay, we have a lot of ways to get that back. And then let's play Hollow Marauder. And now we can Desert Stew as well. Oh, and then we have Throw from the Saddle. Interesting. They can Slickshot Lockpicker that. Do I need to kill this Newt? Probably? I'm a little bit scared, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I don't know if Throw from the Saddle or Desert Stew is even better there. Alright. Path to Exile. I guess we'll just get a mountain. We have plenty of colors at this point. But we do need to start finding more action, more Hollow Marauders, or ways to get cards from our graveyard. Let's play this. I'm going to kill the Servant here, just so I can draw a card off the Bandit's Hall. Let's see what we find. Jasper Flint, maybe? Nope. An Ambush, a Gigapede. Can attack. So we have 2 Mourner's Journeys. Do we have any other recursion? Yeah, we have an Honest Rutstein and 2 Mourner Surprise. So, great cards there to get back these creatures that we milled. We can start chipping away at this Jace, hopefully. Oh, and there is the Mourner Surprise. Here's my question, though. Do I... With all this mana up, I just feel like attacking with the Desperate Bloodseeker is not ideal. Hold. Okay, Rooftop Assassin down. Good thing we held, huh? All right, and then now let's get back the Bristlebud Farmer. And I'm going to keep the land in my hand for any random discard effect that they might have. And we'll pass. Now the Mercenary can pump the Bloodseeker to trade with the Lockpicker. So all my creatures can attack Jace. And at this point, I feel like I don't need to mill myself anymore. Alright, Jace. No, it's another Flash Flyer. Oh, man. Alright. Whatever. Wait, you have a removal spell here too? Holy cow. That is quite the turn, I will say. Alright. I'm going to target them just for this. And then let's play the Farmer. And... oh, why not? Alright. We have lots and lots of lands in play, but hopefully they don't have an answer for this Farmer. I don't know what this ultimate does. Until end of turn, whenever you cast a spell, copy it. Okay. So, until end of turn, whatever they play, they get 2 copies. So the Jace basically gave them 2 Marauding Sphinx. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good, I'm gonna say. A removal spell here would be nice. Honest Rutstein. Interesting. Honest Rutstein is very interesting. I mean, I think I just trade with the Sphinx and play it again, right? Whenever it attacks. Okay. Ooh, Hollow Marauder is not bad either. It costs 1 mana. That's awesome. Let's get the token, I guess. It costs 1 mana. Alright, a Hollow Marauder. Getcha. Oh, and we got Consuming Ashes. Oh my gosh. Okay. These flyers are kind of annoying, but I suppose it's only the Marauding Sphinx that's kind of annoying. The thing is, I'm kind of concerned that I'm going to deck myself. But, here we are. So they didn't attack me. Oh, Consuming Ashes! That was fantastic. I cannot kill the Stoic Sphinx, but I don't even care about that one, right? I think I just kill the Marauding Sphinx and I attack. Yep. Here we go. I think we can do it once. Oh, there's Jasper Flint! Yes! It's all coming together! It's all coming together! Here we go! Alrighty! Look, this deck, when you get to the late game, it's nice. It's just getting to the late game that's difficult, right? So as long as we can survive this deck with triple Hollow Marauder and double Mourners with the Rutstein and the Bristle, like, I switched colors for a reason. It's not like I was just taking even like a gold, like a Hydra or something. I'm taking the Farmer. I mean, this is a premium rare. For a premium rare, we try to do what we can. All right, playing against a high mythic player here. So hopefully we draw well. Do I save this for the Bandits Hall? Sure. Dock Hourlock, okay. Let's play Vault Plunderer. I'm not even sure if this was correct to hold the Festering Gulch. But I think there's a... Next turn, I just feel like there's a really good shot we just play the Bandit's Hall here. They plotted something for 1 mana? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's the most disgusting Dock Hourlock I've ever seen. Holy cow. I think I want to be on the defensive here. I don't want to trade 3 for 2 just because they have so many more creatures coming in. And I'm not playing the Bandit's Hall here because I want to kill the Commando in response to the Outcaster trigger. Oh my gosh, what is their deck? What on earth? They're not playing their creatures? Oh, they're keeping up Snakeskin Veil? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. What are they doing? What do I do? It's kind of brutal. I kind of want to keep up Consuming Ashes here. Yeah, I will. Sorry, Bandit's Hall. Just don't have time for you. The thing is, this way I can block the 4/4. And if they activate the Salvager, I can just kill the 4/4. Although they could have a counter. Yeah, this is... yeah. What does this say? Put a +1/+1 counter on each. They gain trample until end of turn? I guess I won't block. Do they have a sweeper? Like, why are they not playing their spells? This is like another level. I don't even understand this level that they're on. Whatever. Do I want to kill this Blood Hustler? Yeah, let's do it. Alright, you can draw your card now. It's safe. I must be missing something. I really must be missing something. These could have been in play, attacking me like 2 turns ago. Alright, well, this is a big turn, sure. Do I want to attack with the Gigapede? Sure. I'm kind of happy trading it off for anything, to be honest. Especially because I have the Honest Rutstein. Never really had a chance to play this Bandit's Hall. Could have had 2 counters on it. Okay, let's do that. And pass. I mean, I guess they just wanted to have, like, all the tricks available. I'm not sure what they're splashing. Are you splashing Blood Hustler? I guess it's probably just the straight Sultai deck. Or blue-green splash black, who knows? Alright, so they're at 13, we're at 13. I have a Rooftop Assassin. They have bigger creatures in play right now. I do have this Ambush Gigapede, which will be pretty nice. But they do have 5 cards in hand. Six mana available. Don't really have a whole lot of fodder here for the Unscrupulous Contractor. Okay. So this costs 5. Well, that's certainly good. But we only have access to 6 mana. I'm at 13 life. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should just play the Unscrupulous Contractor as just a 3-2 and pass. I think I will. I have a lot of resources here. Actually, no, I can just play Mourner Surprise, right? Okay. Then now we have a Throw from the Saddle. Do I want to do that? They do have 2 mana available. Yeah, let's go for it. Snakeskin Veil, probably. But it's fine. Oh, whatever. Okay. That's fine. We just need to survive. That's kind of the thing. They would have countered this too. So let's block the 4/4, take 8. Deep Muck Desperado, okay. At least that thing doesn't hit very hard. So we have 6 mana available. God, that's kind of... What is the best thing to do for 6 mana? So this thing costs 4 mana. I can also flash out Rooftop Assassin, which isn't super good. Drover Grizzly's pretty nice because it just trades with the Loan Shark. Alright. I'm just gonna play a bunch of stuff. I'm not sacking. And let's get back Hollow Marauder. Yeah, this was definitely just play as many things as possible to not die turn, and then block whatever we can here to survive turn, and then try to come back with value. This Blood Hustler splash still seems very odd to me. Like, not even that good at committing crimes. We will make the good blocks and hope for the best. Wow, even the Salvager. Okay. So this goes here. And then what? I mean, we don't really care about the Salvager. We can try to kill the Desperado, I guess. Like, we can chump here. Although I kind of want my Honest Rutstein to stay alive. We can just do this. And take 2. Sure. Alright. Hey, got a Snakeskin Veil out of their hand. Can't be too upset about that. Alright, so now things are looking totally fine here. I can just play this to draw a card. Alright, got a land here. Man, poor Bandits Hall. Huh. I feel like if I had this in play a long time ago, this would have just been completely different. And, I mean, we could still stabilize here, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean? Wow, what a draw. What a draw. Okay. How do they mill themselves? Wait. I'm lost. Okay. Yeah, well, that removal spell is probably going to lose us this game, right? I just have to block both of these? Okay. Alright, this costs 6 mana. Yep. So I can't play the Bandits Hall? Alright. I mean, they know about the Gigapede. Okay. Staying alive. That's all we can do. Okay, staying alive. They're decking us. We gotta kill them before they deck us, I guess. Alright. Take it. Let's play it. Alright, we're at 11 cards. I'm gonna do this just so I can draw cards. And I'm gonna target them. Just wait, we have 3 lethal attackers. Whew! I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I need more coffee. I'm just gonna say. I did not. I feel like that if Marcio Carvalho was in my seat, or Seth Manfield, or whoever, they would have piloted that game way better than me. I just want to say. It's one of those games where I just felt like, stay alive, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. All right, well, this hand has just basically nothing I can do. I have a Gigapede, a Laughing Jasper Flint I can't cast, and a Skullduggery. I do have my colors. I mean, if I... Whatever. I believe in my deck. We drew Hollow Marauder. Not ideal. I'm just gonna assume my high mythic opponent just has like a slow deck. Uh-oh. That's a mobile homestead. Okay, well, we drew a playable card. We need a Desperate Bloodseeker badly. All right, this was a bad keep. Okay, I will fully admit this was a bad keep. And they hit a land too. Uh-oh. Oh, this was a tremendously bad keep. What was I literally don't do anything. All right, you know what? We're just gonna not even... This one, we can't win that game. There's an Oko in play and I'm literally playing nothing. So I want to save you and me time from the anguish of trying to solve that. I know I'm trying to hit rank 1, but at the same time, it's like we got a lot more Magic to play. That game 2 took a lot out of me, all right? Let's move on. I should have mulliganed, absolutely. This one I can play, even though I have the Jasper Flint again, I can play, I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. Can keep this one. It's funny, one of my good friends, also happens to be a patron, John Stocks, asked me about a pick, Seth Manfield's pick of Explosive Derailment over Bristly Bill in Pack 2 when he was firmly in Boros. And I said, yeah, I would have taken the Derailment. And then he goes, your unwavering discipline is unmatched. Immediately afterwards, I kept that hand. Oh my gosh. We drew all 3 of our Hollow Marauders. All right, let's hit 2 creatures off the Bloodseeker. That would be ideal. Oh, we did! Okay. Opponent, please kill my creatures so I can deploy my Hollow Marauders. That would be very nice. Yeah, they're not going to block. We're probably in trouble. Alright, we need a land. Okay. Well, so they're probably going to have to commit a crime here. So I imagine Vault Plunderer is going to die here. Or Bloodseeker, in order... unless they play a desert. So if that happens, then we're happy enough with it. No! Don't bounce it! Actually, I get to draw a card. It's not that bad. Oh, why don't I just do that instead? Why don't we just play Bristlebud Farmer? Alright, well they're blue-red. Not too many ways to kill this. They could have Trick Shot. Ah, Stop Cold. Alright, this Nimble Brigand gonna... They need to kill my creatures, goodness! Oh my gosh. Alright, let's draw some lands here. I have so much action, I just need... You would have figured we would have drawn a land here by now. We've cast this, like, twice? Ooh, do I want to draw this? I don't think so. Oh, they put a counter on this too? Okay. Yeah, I'd rather just draw a removal spell for this if I can find it. Or just start playing Hollow Marauders. At least we're gaining a ton of life here with the Bloodseeker. Like, they're drawing cards, but I'm not even down on cards. We're, like, about the same. Okay, Malcolm. How did they cast that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good turn. Good turn, opponent. Well, you don't want to... They didn't attack? They want to trade here? I guess they're at 11. But this is going to be a very good turn for us. Alright, Hollow Marauder, targeting you. Alright, we draw a card. Ooh! Yeah, I like that better. Let's just get this Brigand off the battlefield. Alright. And we have a lot more action in hand. And we have this Hollow Marauder. They're at 10. Okay. What else do you have? This thing just gets you so much value. Each one of these were 3-for-1s, right? Ooh, Stingerback Terror. That's a good one. Okay. Alright, here comes another one. They don't stop. Hollow Marauder number 3. And then we have Rooftop Assassin to finish off the Stingerback Terror. So we'll just have 3-4 power creatures in play. Now we've hit our land pocket. Can I get my Vault Plunderer back? So this is probably going to be like a 5-5 Flampler. Red Source would be nice. Oh. Okay. Well, you know, we do have double Rooftop Assassin available. So there is at least that. Wow, what a turn, by the way. Oh my gosh. That was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. They're gonna be like, what is this attack? Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? Look, if I need to sacrifice some creatures to deal with some Stingerback Terrors, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. They can block one of these, but they're at 6 with 3 cards. They're gonna hit a land pocket soon as well. Oh, that's interesting. Deadeye Duelist into Resilient Roadrunner. Okay. We have 2 food. We don't care about our life total. I guess I don't... Oh my gosh. We drew Skullduggery? Okay, I guess we can attack still. They're gonna double block one for sure. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Probably just pump one and shrink this. Oh no. Oh wait, no, this works. I'm dumb. Whew. For some reason I thought this didn't work. Oh, okay, that's fine. I still get the pump here on the assassin. Alright, it's time. It's Jasper Flint time. Let's go. It's time to laugh all the way to the bank. Let's crack a food. I don't think I have anything to do with this. Oh no, I do. I have the Unscrupulous Contractor. Alright, let's see. We commit a crime. We look at the top, 2 cards of your library. There's a repulse here. Oh, I can repulse my Bristlebutt Farmer. Too much value. Value overload. Those Hollow Marauders getting it done. And then Jasper Flint with the finishing blow. 3-1. Alrighty, we are 3-1. And what is our hand? Double Mourner Surprise, Unscrupulous Contractor, and Ambush Gigapede. Okay. I might just use this to draw 2 cards. Depends. If they play a creature, then maybe not. Okay. Because I have the Mourner Surprise, I suppose I can plot this. To play around like Thunder Salvo, right? And if they kill it, it's not even that big of a deal. They had mana available there, so might as well. Because if I play it and sack it, it's the same as plotting it and playing it on the following turn. And if they want to fizzle my draw 2, that's fine. Hollow Marauder, okay. All right, that is a Consuming Ashes. Don't think I want to use it on the Oasis Gardener, though. So let's get back the Contractor and move on with our life. It's a nice little combo. I mean, now I can sack the 1/1 and draw 2 cards. If they attack me with the Gardener, I can Skullduggery. Kind of want to just keep hitting our lands, right? With double Hollow Marauder plus Ambush Gigapede. We kind of have the late game. Oh. Oh, this was good. Target a creature you control and a creature I don't control. All right, we at least got the 1/1s. The question now is whether or not I want to kill this Posse Boss. Outlaws you control have hit. You know, I'm just going to keep up Consuming Ashes this turn and kind of reevaluate. If they... The thing is, most of this value is in the 2/1. Well, it's just a really good creature on rate. That's where a lot of the value is coming from. But I feel like this is likely a turn where they're going to play something big. That has haste. All right, let's kill it. All right, I want some lands. I don't want the Festering Gulch, though. I'll keep the forest, though. Would have loved to mill some creatures as well. But I'm happy to use Ambush Gigapede here just to get the Oasis Gardener off the table. All right, we're going to take the 4 here. And let's go ahead and... They missed a land drop, so I think killing this Gardener is pretty nice. Let's attack with the 1/1. As I think our life total is still high enough where if they kill my 6/2, like, I'll just take the 2 from the Hellspur Posse Boss. And I welcome this trade. Because I have all these Hollow Marauders. Another Oasis Gardener, okay? Did I need to play that land? I shouldn't have. All right, time to slowly get ahead on cards. We have a Mourner Surprise as well to get them back. They're going to be discarding big things here, but that's also fine. I mean, they discarded a Consuming Ashes. How can we ever be sad? Right? How can we be sad from that spot? I mean, the only sad part is we know that their hand is juiced. Right? Their hand is completely loaded. Absolutely. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. They got back Hellspur Posse Boss. I'm happy trading my mercenary for the mercenary that they pump. Take a little less damage here. Huh. I think we just play another Marauder. Although, do I have a green drop I could play here? Maybe I should have kept up a forest because I have a swamp in my hand. I don't think I have a green 2-drop, though. This is assuming I get to draw a card. They could just pitch something big because they've been missing land drops. Yep, plan the heist. I'm going to keep my Marauders back. I'm at a pretty low life total here. So with the Mourner Surprise, I'm only really trying to beat my opponent with card advantage. Hopefully, we'll see. Who's going to be the last person with resources left over? Might be close. I'm really hoping they don't have a removal spell here, and I'm welcoming trades here with the Hollow Marauder. Basically with anything. Like, I'll even trade it with the Oasis Gardener here, probably. Absolutely trading it for a Hellspur Posse Boss, if they do that. But they have 3 cards in hand. What are their colors? God, just another person. Oh, ho, ho. Okay. Okay. One of those. I guess they're just green-black, splashing Hellspur Posse Boss. Rush of Dread, very good magic card. Alright, this is the 3rd Hollow Marauder that I've cast. So we are fighting through double Hellspur Posse Boss, Rush of Dread. They discarded Consuming Ashes. I mean, this is what we're fighting through. Like, the just sheer power of our opponent's deck is pretty ridiculous. And they discard Buried in the Garden that they could have cast. So, whatever card they have, I imagine it's not just that, but we'll see. Yeah, it's whatever that. Oh no, you know, I actually thought it was going to be more than that. All right, well, I'm out of resources, and so are they, I guess. So it's kind of close. But they have a lot more lands in their deck. They've only drawn 5 lands, and we've drawn 8. So we've been able to get a lot of value here with the Hollow Marauders. That's the only thing that's keeping us in this. I mean, the fact that we were able to keep pace with Rush of Dread for a Spreed Rush of Dread, double Posse Boss, right, is a good sign. All right, come on, dude. Like, no. You can't. You need to draw a land. Like, it's only fair. Now I'm gonna mill 2 lands for sure. Okay, well, we got a Badlands Revival out of there, I guess. They just drafted a cube deck, so we're dealing with a cube deck here, but it is what it is. Another spell? Why not? Oh yeah, it's another spell. Oh, it's a recursive spell. Woo! Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. This is brutal. And we drew a land here. Not great. Binding Negotiation. Okay, at least that one whiffed. I think I'm just going to have to double block the Beaver here. Oh, throw from the saddle? What is this? No. Basically, I'm going to have to double block the Beaver and then try to find a removal spell for the Gardener. It's possible I should have done that on a previous turn. Or they could just attack with both. Sure. Alright, we are top decking. Bristlebud Farmer would be nice. Honest Rutstein is fabulous. Yes. Okay. Let's get the Hollow Marauder. 1 black. Okay. Let's play a land. All right. Now we are slightly ahead on resources. They drew 6 lands. We drew 10 lands. 11 lands, actually. Ay, ay, ay. We're at 6 life. That was not good. Do I take 2 from this Hard Bristle Bandit? Prob? Okay. I'm definitely blocking the Gardener. All right. Just draw a land! Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, spell. Spell! Oh, that's a spell. All right. All right, here, I will not attack. Ankle Biter. Okay, we can block the, okay, so now we get to reveal 2 cards. Come on. Brimstone Roundup. Can I plot this? Nope. Oh god, that was about as whiff. We drew a land and then hit Brimstone Roundup, which is about as blank of a card as you can get. All right. This is brutal. I mean, we're definitely blocking Ankle Biter here. So we're only gonna get to see 1 card off the Jasper Flint. Oh, no, no. Come on, let's hit some. We hit a land and we hit a Raven. Oh my gosh. This Jasper Flint is being very underwhelming. And we need you to hit something not good. Oh my gosh, we just keep chumping. We need to find something here. Wait, why didn't they do that first? It grows this. Whatever. Oh, because I would go to 1. Okay, let's hit something. A land into... Are you kidding me? That is actually unbelievable. That is really, like... You know what? It's okay. The variance just has to go against us because we've been running so hot. So I understand that this is the world balancing everything out. Our opponent's deck is fine. We were definitely extremely ahead over the last few turns, but we managed to dodge every single one of our opponent's spells. I literally revealed 5 cards off of our opponent's deck and hit a Brimstone Roundup. And that is how things go sometimes. So. All right. All right, I see you, Arena. You're just balancing things out. It's all good. We're 3-2. Let's keep it going. Oh, that one hurts though. That one hurts. I really thought that the fact that we were so close to even being able to beat that deck with the power of cards that they played is a testament to the power level of the Hollow Marauder. All right, no forests, but we have a Soured Springs with a Desert Stew and a Vault Plunderer. So we have 2 lands. So just need to find land number 3 here for the Vault Plunderer. All right. Drew an Ambush Gigapede. Well, we do have a lot of expensive cards, so I can't be too surprised, but all I really want here... Can I Skullduggery that? Oh, it looks like I can't. All right. Oh, thank goodness. We drew the land for the Vault Plunderer, so now we're feeling much better about this. So we drew a land, found a Bristlebutt Farmer, need a second green source, but we have all of our colors. We can play Jasper Flynn if we draw it. And then we have a Skullduggery here to kill the Hard Bristle Bandit, which will be very, very nice. I can also throw from the saddle if they play something big. I mean, honestly, I could do that. If they don't kill my Vault Plunderer, and just, I don't know what they... Let's say they play like a Possum or something, then I can throw from the saddle the Possum and then just Skullduggery the Bandit. And that'll be a really nice kind of tempo turn. Silver Deputy, oof. Did somebody fart? Oh. Because that's a stinker. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It's certainly, I'm sure it's more our opponent not having what they need. All right, so let's do this. Well, that was good, even though we didn't get to play anything else. We did get a 2-for-1 with that Skullduggery. So hopefully that gets us there. We didn't draw land number 4, so we did miss a land drop. I do have Unscrupulous Contractor, and I am not afraid to use it. I will use it to sack my Plunderer, draw 2 cards, then I can get back the Plunderer with the Mourner Surprise for value. So if I don't draw land next turn, that's probably my play. Never mind, they played Mystical Tether on Plunderer. But I'll still play a Contractor and draw some cards. I don't have anything to get back. So yeah, let's go ahead and go Contractor. Let me think here. Let's plot this, actually. It just gives me more options. I know I do have a desert that I could have drawn and played, but I just think with the throw from the saddle, etc., it just gives me a little bit more options. All right, well, I guess I'll just play Bristlebutt Farmer. I'm not going to play this, actually. So what I'm waiting on here is if they kill my Bristlebutt Farmer somehow, then I can Mourner Surprise the Bristlebutt Farmer back, then sack the Mercenary token. That's kind of my plan here. All right, they have 3 cards in the hand, and Bristlebutt Farmer is attacking. Sack of food. Let's get a Hollow Marauder back. Fierce Retribution, maybe? No? Nothing? Wow. Okay. I kind of want to play this just to draw cards. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna... I will do that. And then I can play the Hollow Marauder. Also, I want to draw land, so this is all fine. Three, 4, 5, 6. So I don't have the mana to play Bandit's Hall plus Hollow Marauder. I'm just going to play Hollow Marauder. If they kill it, it's fine. I have multiple ways to get it back. And that's kind of how that's our plan to win here. So I wonder what they have in their hand. Oh, Anti-Flash. That's what they have. That's an extremely good card. That can easily get them back into this game. I do have a throw from the saddle here. Okay. Okay, good beats. Anti-Flash is incredible. But they're at 14. It looks like they have a bite or like a removal spell here of some sort. I mean, I don't know if... it looks like they have some kind of removal spell here, but I feel like they want to Is it until the end of your next turn? No, they have to play it this turn. So what are they doing here? Oh, Betrayal at the Vault? Well, that's not enough to kill my Bristlebud. What is 6 mana? Primal Might. It's a Primal Might. Okay. But they kept up 2 mana, so they have something else. Oh. Okay. Well, they can't play those cards. No, great turn from the opponent. I mean, I think I might just be dead here, to be honest. That's crazy. Okay, well, first things first, we do need to kill this Anti-Flash. So we have a throw from the saddle available, which I'm going to use. The question is, how else do I want to use my mana? I feel like this is an Honest Rutstein turn. Honest Rutstein into probably Bristlebud Farmer, but I don't have the mana to cast that either. Can I go Bandit's Hull? So throw from the saddle, Bandit's Hull, Honest Rutstein. Or do I need to go Mourner Surprise? I mean, we can get back multiple creatures here, so it's not that bad. And then let's get back Rooftop Assassin. Basically, I wanted to make another chump blocker here if they attack me with the 9/9. And we still have the potential to almost kill them here. So. Alrighty. Let's attack. I mean, still looking really, really good here. Let's play Bristlebud Farmer. And keep up this land so that we can gain a bunch of life or play Ambush Gigapede. I mean, I can certainly just block and Rooftop Assassin it down. I just feel like I have enough resources that I can afford to do this. Alright. Too much value. That was a really great turn, though. I thought I was super far ahead. And then when they went Anti-Flash into Primal Might into Tumbleweed Rising, I was like, oh man, that is a lot. But able to get it done, and now 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Back against the wall. We have still climbed 1 rank. And hopefully we can climb maybe 1 more. We'll see. All right, we have all 3 of our colors. Nothing to do early and on the draw. This deck is a little bit on the slow side, so unsurprising to have hands like this. We have basically 3 2-drops and a Desert Stew. So that's basically it. I basically just want Desperate Bloodseeker in my opener every single game. It's so good. I have so many of these Hollow Marauders. Just like desperately trying to survive to get to Hollow Marauder, basically. Okay, I will keep. So what are we doing? I don't think I'm going to have to turn to Mourner Surprise unless they play like a vanilla 2-mana 3/1 that's not a Trained Irings. Do those even exist? Okay. Oh! That makes playing this really interesting, but I'm not going to. Turn 3, Laughing Jasper Flint. All right. And they played a tap land? I mean, there's a good chance they kill it, but if they don't, right? If they don't. The problem is, the only downside here is because they're green-white, they can't do anything here. Because they're green-white, the only way to kill this is with exile removal. Which is kind of sad. Oh my gosh, it lived! Vengeful townsfolk. Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll attack. Should I attack? Aven Interrupter. Okay, I'll attack. Oh, they get it back. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, actually. That is incredible. Wow. And I hit something and they had the Aven Interrupter, so now they can play the Vengeful Townsfolk? That's insane. That is insane. Holy cow. What a turnaround. Oh my goodness. All right. Man, Aven Interrupter. I'm still playing it. See if we can find some removal here. I'm going to keep those. I'm going to keep these because I have the Hollow Marauder. And I want to just turbo mill myself here. For the Hollow Marauder, but I don't know, maybe that's bad. Wow, we are getting run over. Yeah, what do I do here? Actually, what am I doing? I should have played these first. This was a mistake. Oh well. Yeah, I could have gotten back Bristlebutt Farmer. Who knows? That might have been better. I just wanted to have a bunch of lifelink things in play. They had a really slow start, but they did not have a shortage of powerful things to do here. And I feel extremely behind here. I just feel like they have a lot of interactive spells at this point. So I do not feel good right now. Let's just say. I don't understand. Why wouldn't you just attack with everything? All right. What do we do next turn? Them drawing a card off the interrupter is so sweet. I feel like they don't have a trick. Otherwise, they would have attacked with everything. Okay, so they 100% should have attacked with both. You know what I mean? Why is this back? It doesn't matter. All right. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. Outlaw's Merriment is completely bonkers. I'm going to play this and just try to hope to hit a land, I guess. I mean, alternatively, I can play Jasper Flint and Honest Rutstein, I guess. Maybe that's our route to success. Instead of the Hollow Marauder. Yeah, maybe that's it. Honestly, I could play the Unscrupulous Contractor to try to draw a land. Is that crazy? Or would I rather have this as a chump blocker? Now let's just play Jasper Flint. Alright, I'm happy with that because I can just block. These Vengeful Townsfolks are going to get out of... Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't attack with this. Is there something I'm missing with the blocks? Can't complain. Alright. How are we going to beat Outlaw's Merriment? I don't know. We need to somehow... The thing is, we're already behind on board. We need to somehow establish an overwhelming board advantage while also being able to turn it around and kill them before the advantages you get from having Outlaw's Merriment in play for multiple turns. Laughing Jasper Flint is definitely a way to help with that. Oh, there's an island in here too. Probably an Oko or something. You got one card. What do you want to play? All right, it's a Vengeful, a Townsfolk. They're gonna get so big. This thing has Trample? That's kind of annoying. Oh my, how am I gonna deal with these townsfolks? These townsfolks? I don't know, they're gonna be so big. I think I have to block this one. Because I just can't let them... With this one, I can somehow block with... If I draw a forest or something, I can block with this, but... Okay, this... I don't understand. This is just like, there's no... You have no cards in hand. Let's play some Magic. Alright, we have 7 mana. We have a Bristlebud Farmer that we can play, so I guess I will. Then let's play the Contractor. And I'm not going to sacrifice. And we will pass. Well, on the bright side, this Bristlebud Farmer, if what they should do is ping my Bristlebud Farmer. Alright. They saw the line. Let's see how they attack. Well, the flyer is certainly getting in. The 3/1 is certainly getting in. Well, actually, well, I mean, we'll see. This just doesn't need to block a townsfolk, that's all. The thing is, like, do I need to give up my Jasper Flint? I guess I kind of have to. It depends on what I think my my win condition is, because... You know, I can block something like this, and then my Jasper dies, but they're down to just these as threats. This seems ideal. Especially with an Aven Interrupter in play, it's not even like my Jasper's that great. Alright. Why not? Yep. Alright, Throw from the Saddle is interesting. The problem is they have a 9/9. That is a problem. What do I want to kill? Probably the Vengeful Townsfolk? Will I need to gain life? Probably because of the Outlaw's Merriment. So, I have 7 mana, so I have exactly enough to cast all 3 of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and Throw from the Saddle. Kill this. I guess I should have played Hollow Marauder first. Alright, and we will pass. We are trying our best here, but I don't have a way to kill the Outlaw's Merriment, and we're at 1 life. And they have a 9/9, which I don't have too many ways to kill. Yeah. Like, I can either find some way to deal with this interrupter later and just double block this. Maybe I just do that. So we go to 4, then we go to 2, then we go to 5, then 4. Or I trade with the Interrupter and just lose a 3-2. All right, fine. Let's kill the 9-9. And hope we can fight. I have a lot more answers to this bird. What the heck? Stop. Stop it, opponent. This is bullying. All right. You know, our trophy run had to end at some point. And honestly, losing to a deck like this, it is what happens. It is what happens. Splashing Visage Bandit. Interesting. All right. Anyways. So this was not the most successful run, but I will say, look, it's one of those things where not only I feel like I didn't draft this perfectly, I still ended up with a pretty solid deck with obviously plenty of power, right? We had the Bristlebud Farmer, triple Hollow Marauder. Like I said, do not sleep on this card. This card is fantastic. And some nice uncommons, Laughing Jasper Flint, some interaction. Definitely missed some things to do early and definitely gave up on a lot of decent green picks in pack 2 after we took that Stoic Sphinx. Had we taken the Oko, maybe things would have been a little bit different. But it looked like the person that we passed to was rightfully in blue. So we ended up not getting the blue in the second pack. So I will say this is one of those drafts where I'm going to say it wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I wanted to share this with you as well and just show you that, hey, we don't just trophy every single draft, right? This will happen, and you still try to make the most of decks that even look like it was kind of a disaster, and try to eke out as many wins as you can to still see if you can learn something from this. And I feel like for this, it was just we were lacking cheap things. We probably should have figured out what our second color was earlier. Maybe there's a shot we shouldn't have swapped colors here with the Bristlebud Farmer. Perhaps we should have moved them to blue a little bit earlier. Like I said, I feel like blue is the worst color, so I definitely have some bias against blue. But notably, blue with black is very good. So because I already had that solid black base, it's possible I should have taken those blue cards earlier, and I think I would have ended up with a pretty solid blue-black deck. That being said, we did pass a Satoru and a Stitcher pretty early, so it's possible that we couldn't have gotten the person that we passed to out of Blue Pack 2, which means our deck still might not have been fantastic. But it is what it is, and ultimately, we finally stop our trophy streak here at 5. We are 4-3. We started at rank 9. We are now rank 9. And it's back to the drawing board. And maybe we will get back to our winning ways in another draft. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed the content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon channel that you can access. The link is in the description below. Once again, shout out to all the current patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.